I found out today that during her whole career in this industry, she only made $12,000, $1,000 a video.
That is highway robbery. And this is why y'all boys cannot be watching this stuff. These women are not getting paid like
You think niggas ain't gonna watch just cause the female ain't getting paid? They don't give a damn.
Welcome back to another video, man. Hope your day is going good. And in today's video, we have the art of instant gratification. So this is a video by Alex DeVergo. We just reacted to the art of letting go. Yes, he's been on a roll, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's been really inspirational. T-Raw, what you gotta say?
I don't think instant gratification has to always be bad. You know what I'm saying? You can get the instant gratification and then you can flip it to become an asset.
What do you do and how much do you make?
I am an content creator and a full service worker. In December, I think I took home like 25 to 30K.
So how did you get into that role?
I started childhood modeling.
What kills most people's dreams?
Addiction to instant gratification. Alex Hormozi said, the longer you can keep going without seeing the results of your efforts, the bigger you'll be able to win in life. The truth is, 99% of people just end up giving up before the results catch up to their efforts.
In your road to success, there will be trials and tribulations in the form of people, pain, and opportunities. Instant gratification is one of the main ones that everybody has to overcome at some point because it's a test of how long can you wait your turn. How long can you stay on your path and not be tempted by others? Will you take the $10,000 today, or will you wait an extra month and get the $1 million that you've been waiting for all along? We live in a world where everything is driven by instant gratification, even down to the way you eat. Instead of taking your own time to go and get some food, you can press a couple of buttons, then wait from the comfort of your home. And if you want, you can goon while waiting for your food. When life becomes that, art becomes that, because the art of any given period is just a reflection of life at that given time and what's in those people's hearts. So
tell me why I knew he was gonna say something about Goody and this shit.
After hearing all those examples of how easy it is to pleasure yourself modern day in every way possible with very low effort, and sometimes even at the expense of others, it is no surprise that our world is getting a lot colder. It's harder to find videos that brighten up your day instead of dim it with drama, or it's harder to find music that picks you up when you're feeling low instead of comforting you deeper into your depression. Our hearts are tainted. Instant gratification is one of the 7 deadly sins of your dreams. There's no way you can stay focused and wait your turn if you fall for instant gratification all the time. You ever heard of the term here today, going tomorrow, laugh now, cry later? That's instant gratification and what it does to a lot of people in their careers. With that, let me explain to you the art of instant gratification, or maybe a more fitting title for this video is the destruction of instant gratification. It was October of the year 2014 and a 21-year-old Lebanese woman had dreams of
That boy clickbaited the title.
acting and being a model. She lost weight after being overweight her whole life and recently got a boob job done so she could get past her insecurity and to ultimately look more desirable for her modeling career. And randomly one day, it seemed like she finally got a break when an agent walked up to her, noticed her beauty and gave her a compliment, and then later went on to invite her.
I ain't finna lie to you, bro. I do not promote this gooning shit. Back in my high school day, Mia Khalifa was loaded. I'm not finna pretend I don't know who this was. Back in high school, everybody,
her to a studio he worked at for a modeling opportunity.
You were spotted. What was it in you that from far from running away was drawn into it?
It was more so, oh, you're beautiful. Like, would you like to do some modeling? Oh, you know, you have a great body. Like, I think you'd be great in nude modeling. Things like that. And after I came and toured the studio, you know, it was, do you want to do this? Like, sign the paperwork, et cetera, et cetera.
So these guys, they just saw you, frankly, as a money machine.
Absolutely. And once I did that, I started garnering all of this attention from men, and I was never used to it. And I felt like unless I held on to it and kind of did what was asked of me or what was expected of me, it would go away. And after feeling what it was like, that validation and, you know, the compliments for the first time, I did not want that to go away.
She accepted that position that she knew wasn't right in her heart because she got instant gratification, or more accurately, instant validation. Replace gratification at the end of instant gratification with anything you like or want to do. Instant pleasure, instant friends, instant love, instant food. Anything that is instant and doesn't take time to cultivate will never stand the test of time. And more importantly, when you choose the pleasures of today over the self-control of today that will bring the success of tomorrow, you will also inherit those negative effects of today tomorrow. You'll laugh now and you'll cry later. Mia Khalifa's biggest driving factor for doing this was because she didn't love herself. She didn't feel validated by anybody in her life. She didn't trust in herself to wait her turn for her career. And to make it worse, I found out today that during her whole career in this industry, she only made $12,000, $1,000 a video. And mind you, there was a point where she was the
That is highway robbery. And this is why y'all boys cannot be watching this stuff, bro. These women are not getting paid like
You think niggas ain't gonna watch just cause the female ain't getting paid? They don't give a damn.
most searched woman online and the top influencer on websites. And she only made $12,000 because she signed a bad contract and took the instant gratification. And that's how it works. She got that instant $12,000, that instant validation from all those guys. But at what cost? She got a delayed lifetime of shame, loss of privacy, emptiness.
And you've moved on, but do you think there is some sort of post-traumatic stress that is in you from this experience?
Yes, and I think it kicks in mostly when I go out in public. The stares I get, I feel like people can see through my clothes, and it brings me deep shame. It makes me feel like I lost all right to my privacy, which I did because I'm one Google search away.
When you take that instant gratification over your own dreams, goals, and visions, you may feel good initially, but as time goes on, you'll be left feeling
say, bro.
Lost all right to your privacy, bro?
Yeah.
Your stuff is already all over the internet.
That's what she said. This nigga funny, bro.
more and more empty because all you can think about is what would have happened if you would have stayed on your path. Yeah. Why do you think guys get post-nut clarity and then feel terrible right after? One person who is a living testimony to this, in a warning I hope all of you watching heed, is Suki Hana. In 2019, she was an up-and-coming rapper who was desperately trying to get signed. She worked with no avail or any break in sight. That wasn't until she got a chance to sign with Colin Boulevard's Entertainment. But like a lot of rappers who are desperately trying to make it out of their situation, she didn't fully read the contract. So not until after signing did she realize that she had no control over her art, image portrayed to the public, or even her life in a sense. She sold her soul, aka her freedom. She later went online to share with the world this reality that overwhelmed her.
I want to tell y'all I apologize and I'm sorry for what I'm about to say, but as far as this music stuff, I won't be doing this music stuff anymore. I started this because this was my dream, and you know, I wanted to make sure I could get me and my kids out the hood. It's always been my passion. Rap. A while ago, I had signed a contract and I didn't know nothing about the business or this game out here. And just right now, I'm realizing that I signed my soul. I sold my soul to the devil. I signed myself to the devil. I don't even own myself no more. But I done prayed. I prayed and I prayed and I prayed. You know, it's just like, I don't know if God can get me out of this, you know. And I just want to say I'm sorry to my fans. I know y'all love me. I know y'all believe in me, but I didn't know what I was doing back then, and I lost passion. I don't even believe in myself no more because of what I did. I did not know the game was like this, and I'm just ready to go back to school. But I just made the biggest mistake that I ever made, and I just hope, you know, if you're an artist, make sure you have an attorney to read over your contract, and don't let the person that you signed it to pick the attorney. Don't let them pay for the attorney either, because I mean the attorney working for them.
Instant success, delayed effects. Instant food, delayed cancer. Instant love, delayed red flags. And if you look at her now, ever since that video, although she has the money and the validation she wanted, she's obviously empty inside, the same way Mia Khalifa described.
Everybody was picking this video up about, you know, this bad deal that you signed.
Yeah,
you know,
a lot of people talk about that. A lot of people talk about the video, and during that time, like, you know, I be real sensitive when they on their period. Like, I always be crying on my period.
Then they always try to cover it up.
For sure.
But they know At the time, they didn't know what they were getting themselves into. She said it, bro. And now she has to adapt to the new life that's soulless, empty, no morals, doing anything for the cash.
Yep.
I did not know how
See,
this
she
game
finally
worked. I
got
didn't
the
know
money,
business,
though.
and I just know if somebody flunk a couple dollars at me and they like, well, listen, we could do this for you, we could do this. People say, well, I thought you sold your soul to the devil. Like, sold my soul to the devil. I'm like, I love making money. I get money always. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to get where you wanna be.
A telltale sign to somebody who lacks a lot internally is when you're in an argument with them or you try to bring up valid points to them and the first thing they throw out there is money. And Sukihana,
the love of money is the root of all evil. Money itself is not evil.
For sure.
had to pay that ultimate price. The same as Mia Khalifa.
But
She is seen as a public tool at this point who just makes degenerate music, which there's nothing wrong with. But if you look at that Suki video versus Suki now, I don't think this is what her younger self would have wanted for her today. And that's something we often forget when we say delayed effects. It doesn't just apply to you. It applies to those who come after you as well. What you leave behind today is what will be picked up, studied, and mimicked by those of tomorrow, which is why you have to be very careful what you put out there. It's why somebody like a Sexy Red is so dangerous. She is the living embodiment of instant gratification. Everything she does, everything she raps about is all about how you feel today. And because a certain group of people, Black people, is a race of people where a good majority is driven by instant gratification, she is a perfect tool used by those who benefit off us staying in this instant gratification mindset. Female artists, Black ones specifically, are no longer talking about love, what is actually in their heart, their delayed feelings of life, because they don't want to take that longer route of becoming artists.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, I just spoke about this with T-Raw. When we spoke about this, maybe like a few weeks ago now. I told you about how this is why the women are the way they are now.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, it's because women don't fucking sing no more. They don't sing about passion, about their hearts. That's what we knew women music to be. Now women talking about the blickies and the trap nigga, get a nigga this, that, that. And she's the lead in charge. This one and Suki, they're the lead in charge of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder why these hoes be thought about. They be goers.
Instead talk about instant feelings, instant sex, things that they may not always feel. Like, I mean, there's so many female artists who talk about, you know, cheating on people, leaving dudes, but come to find out behind the scenes, they actually got boyfriends and husbands. But they do that because they see a Sexy Red who got instant validation and gratification money from that, so they follow suit right behind. As I said, us today, what we do will be picked up, studied, and mimicked by those tomorrow.
Jesus.
The good thing about this though is there's not much to really worry about, because those who enjoy the instant feelings of the summer and neglect the delayed effects of winter often freeze and have no food in the cold times. So as much as people hate on individuals like these women, one, it's never cool to hate on women or anybody for real at that, but two, the natural order of things will always restore and self-correct on its own time. So deny yourself now and receive everything later, or give yourself everything today at the cost of tomorrow. And that's the true art, and more importantly, the destruction of instant gratification. Yo, I appreciate y'all watching the video. Go check out my Instagram for
shout out to bro. I know you trying to blow up that Instagram. Once you get that YouTube to a certain point, I see that's the formula. Now throw it on here. Let me get my shit going. Anyways, y'all go follow that man, Alex the Virgo. Shout out to bro. That's it, man. Get doing your thing. Anyways, man, listen, bro. In terms of keeping this to the point of the video, instant gratification is never a good thing. I said this already. And so I'm glad Alex circled back around to me. You know, it's true Virgo fashion, bro. Virgos think alike, man. I'm glad to see it, man. I know I couldn't be falling off with that. But other than that, man, what I could say, bro, just try to like endure. Like you see us, man. We're doing this reaction page. We've been doing this shit for 2 years. Still road to 2K. We've been road to 2K since 2023. It's 2025 now. Let's go. We gonna get there though, man. There ain't no pressure, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, y'all support is what's helping us going on. And at first we weren't even getting y'all support. Bro, right here, can remember we was only getting 5 views. Real shit. We was only getting like 5 views, boy. Like we were getting that. You know what I'm saying? We learned how to make it more entertaining as time went on. Like, it's all a process, man. Just the art of waiting your turn. Like bro said, That being said, you already know, man, you reached the end of the video. I got thrown out my half of that. But anyways, you already know, man, we can't do none of this without y'all, man. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We grateful for y'all, man. We can't do none of this without you. You already know. Binge the rest of the videos on the channel, and we gonna catch y'all in the next one. We